This your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, number four, which is County, New York. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We're 30 minutes short of 1 o'clock in the morning. A shout out to the chat. Those that will come in and catch the playback. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, number four, which is the County, New York. And me personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, I already know there's another holiday coming up. It's Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers. Shout out to the real mothers that take care of their children, the real mothers that take care of their grandchildren, the real mothers that take care of their nieces and nephews, that take care of their cousins, take care of their younger siblings. A shout out to those women. Shout out to you. And this holiday is going to put a lot of men out of the house. It's going to put a lot of men out of the house. And, certain holidays or celebrations will put a man out of the motherfucking house. A shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Washington County, New York. I'm going to tell you how I get down. Now, some of you remember me on these YouTube streets, talking shit, cursing people out, threatening people, threatening to find them. I'm not concerned about nobody on this YouTube app. Because ain't nobody going to do nothing to me, Arabia Barbosa. They're not going to do anything. But I want to tell you how I get down with women. Now, I'm going to tell you something real close. If I'm dating a woman 24/7, you know I'm sucking her pussy. You know that. You know I'm sucking them breasts, the pussy, taking care of the woman, doing whatever the woman want me to do. A shout out to the chat. And it happens. Happens on a real live level. And I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I was 14 years old, living in New York, and that's when I discovered I was gay. I came out of the closet. I told my parents, the people that was raising me, they were not my biological parents. Basically, they didn't say anything. When I went to the penitentiary and they released me off the lockup unit, shout out to the chat. I did 3 years and 9 months, almost 4 years on a lockup unit. You know why I was there that long? My initial charge was assault on an inmate, assault on a correctional officer. Originally, they gave me 18 months to do on lockup. I could not accept that. I did not accept it at all. So what did I do? I became the antagonist. I became the villain. I became the bad guy. The BT 1000 was born that day they put me on the fucking lockup. 3 years and 9 months in a cell by myself. By myself. So whenever I acted up, whenever I drowned out, that cell I was in, whenever I tore up something, they sent in a team to remove me from one cell to a camera cell. They stripped me down naked. And in some instances, they will tie you down on the bed. 4-point restraint program. Do you know how it feels to be stripped down, to be naked, and you got your arms tied to the bed? You got your legs tied down. You can't get out. It's 4-point restraint. That is what it is. When they remove you from one cell to the next, trust me, they take your clothes, they take your belongings, they bag it up, and they moving you. You know how long you stay in a camera cell? It depends on your behavior, how long you stay there. You could stay for 3 days, which is 72 hours, or you can stay for 2 weeks. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. Those that are not here will catch the playback. Like and share the video. Share the video. Share it. Because when they do cell extractions, it's something serious. I'm in the free world right now. I'm going through an episode right now. Ain't nobody gonna do no cell extraction on me, Arabia Barbosa. Ain't no yard control movement over here until I go to work. Now I gotta get up early tomorrow morning. Early tomorrow morning to do what? To take a bath, to straighten up my house, to wipe down the fucking walls, because I wipe down my walls with bleach and hot water and detergent every fucking week. I gotta take down the blinds, all the blinds in this house, and put them under popping hot water and bleach. Wipe them down, dry them out, put them back up. I went to my job today. I did not want to go there. I was mad. I was upset because I got that phone call from one of my homegirls earlier. A woman that I met in 2021. Someone I treated very well. And she knows I'm sexually attracted to her. So she knows certain words to speak. She's not like KK. Oh, no. No. That woman is older than me, like she's 54. The woman is from another state. Not familiar to me unless I used to go there and visit when I was a child. But shout out to the chat. I'm no longer a child. I'm no longer an inmate. I'm no longer a student under the Job Corps system. But when you learn something, you cannot unlearn it. You will never be able to unlearn what you see, what you hear, what you learn. You can't unlearn a goddamn thing. Not one thing. Shout out to the chat. I am your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. And when I appear on camera, a lot of you think I'm a dude. You think I'm a dude. I am not no dude. I am a woman. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear certain things that entie me to being female. When I was growing up in New York, yes, I lived the androgynous life. But at 14 years old, I already knew I was destined to be a part of the LGBTQ community. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. It is what it is. Not dropped. I'm not dropping no link. I don't have to drop a link. Those that are subscribed to this channel, you know how I get down. You know my pain. You know my frustration. You know my truth. You know everything about me. If you go to my bigger channel, Arabia Barbosa number 4, New York, you know how I get down. That channel, over 600 subscribers. But did that not mean I was a big YouTuber? I was not. Still a small YouTuber. Those that are over here, they get some kind of relaxation or some kind of truth going. The only thing I can do is tell the truth about myself. I can't talk about nobody else. I can't talk about another YouTube creator, male or female. I can't talk about them. I only talk about me. Shout out to the chat. But there are some things going on in New York that gives me pause. It causes me to be concerned because there's a lot of violence going on in New York right now. There's a lot of sexual assaults going on in New York right now. And those women that was sexually assaulted in the Bronx or in Queens or in Brooklyn or in Harlem or in Yonkers or Mount Vernon or New Rochelle, White Plains, Portchester, Peekskill, Tarrytown, Bronxville, Sleepy Hollow, Valhalla, wherever those women were at when they got sexually assaulted. Some of them were sexually assaulted by people they knew or people they trusted. And it happens. Sometimes you'll be walking down the street with somebody and you think they cool with you. Let me tell you something. A couple of years ago, when I was homeless and I was going back and forth different places, there was one particular night, one of my homeboys was with me and we got into a verbal confrontation. We got into a physical fight. Don't you know that man put his dick up in my ass hole? He was trying to hurt me. And when he did that, The only thing I did was put on my clothes, went out the door. I didn't do nothing right away, but I trapped off the door. I made sure he couldn't get out. I put gasoline on the establishment and I set everything on fucking fire. I was trying to kill him. When he smelled that smoke, I was laughing. I was laughing. I was celebrating. I was clapping my hands. You know what he did? He got on his phone and called 911. The police. The police, the ambulance, the fire department was out there. They caught up to me. They put me in an ambulance. They took me to the hospital. I was there for a few hours. And then they released me back onto the fucking streets of Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to the chat. And it happens. When I was with Birdman and Birdman disrespect me or talk to me a certain way, I would slap the shit out of him. And I would terrorize him. I did him so bad a few times. You know what that nigga did? Ran out the goddamn house and called 911. The police came. The police came. They came, they drove up real close. Got out the car. Arabia! Arabia Barbosa! Come out of the house! I was in there smoking me a goddamn cigarette. And when the police came, they put the handcuffs on me, put me in the car. And they asked Birdman, it said, do you want to press charges? You know what that nigga said? No, I don't want to press no charges. You know what the police did? They told him to his face, you just wasted 20 minutes of our time with this bullshit. They took the handcuffs off of me and they drove me to my house. They did this twice. They did this twice. It will not happen again. It will not happen again. But there was only one female YouTube creator that told the truth about Arabia Barbosa 4 months ago, a couple of weeks ago. A shout out to her. She know who she is. I don't have to mention her name. And it was some other female YouTube creators that got concerned. But she was the only one that had the guts to do a video and said, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to tell my story. And she told it. And I listened to the video. I didn't get mad with her. I'm going to get mad with a woman that tells the goddamn truth. A black woman at that. At least she told the truth. A couple of years ago, I was faced with my biggest enemy, my biggest rival, my open rival. 28 years of battle and war. It was a spiritual war between me and my biological mother. And we had to go toe to toe, head to head. Shout out to the chat. I got locked up that night. Oh, yes. They released me. I went back to jail on another charge. They held me for a year. Whole fucking year. In a fucking county jail down there in Berkeley County. Goose Creek, Monk's Quarter, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to the chat. Those that are not here, you will catch the playback. Like and share the video. Like and share the video. I don't care if it makes me look bad. It makes me look good. I don't care about that. I don't care about my reputation. Reputation was already destroyed over a year ago. Almost 2 years. But some of you stayed silent. Some of you was afraid to speak up. Some of you, even the men. But I remember one particular day, I heard a video. This was over a year ago, where other different YouTube creators were trying to get me locked the fuck up. They wanted me to go down. But there was maybe 2 female YouTube creators in the sector at that time said, we're not going to get involved and we're not going to help you. There was other YouTube creators. There was one that had the balls to call the cops. The cops came to this fucking house and questioned me about my YouTube channel, my bigger channel back then. A shout out to the chat. I know who it was because she took responsibility later on. She took responsibility later on. But everybody was blaming someone else. Whatever I do on this app, don't nobody take no goddamn blame. Now, those that palm bombed my bigger channel a few months ago, you think I don't remember that? They never took responsibility. Never said, we palm bombed Arabia Barbosa. People flagged down that big channel. They were trying to take down my big channel. The big channel is still there. Still living, still breathing. Shout out to the chat. I am your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. Arabia Barbosa. 914, which is the county of New York. I am the BT 1000. I am Lucy the Vampire. I am the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. I am the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Now, I seen some of those young men on YouTube doing drops about me. I visit their channels every now and then and listen to the drops. I said, well, they made me look like the antagonist. They made me look like the villain. I was the villain. I was the villain back then. And I'm still the villain right now. I'm still the antagonist. But at least now I recognize it. I recognize how social media and the real world can combine together and turn itself into the matrix, turn itself into the in between. So your fantasy becomes reality. At that time, the fantasy on YouTube became reality for me. You don't know psychosis. You don't know. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know what the face look like. I sleep in this apartment by myself. Every now and then, I might get a visitor, a woman. Usually, I get visits from women. And some of them be like happy to see me, you know, talk to me, whatever. But they know when that sun starts setting, they know to get the fuck out of here. Because I don't play with them. Once that sun sets, the doors lock, the windows lock, everything locks. Certain lights come on into the house. Shout out to the chat. Today was my moment of truth. Today was my moment of truth. But I've been knowing the truth for years. The same way I am today was the same way I was when I was 14. Same way I was when I was 9 years old. Same way I was when I was 21 and got locked up. At 22, I went into the fucking penitentiary. And I had to sit in the belly of the beast. You don't know what they do to you when they extract you from a cell. They come with a team. They come with helmets. They come with shields. They come with body vests so they can't get hurt. They come with a camera, a big video camera, so they can record and videotape everything as far as the cell extraction goes. When they take you out of a cell to go to medical, you gotta strip search, you gotta squat, you gotta cough, you gotta spread your butt cheeks. When you go to a visit, you gotta do the same thing. Plenty of times my people used to come visit me in prison. And I remember each one that came. The parents that raised me, my two sisters I grew up with, and my little niece, Sierra. Sierra was coming to visit me in prison when she was the age of 2 years old. That's when she started coming. Sierra is no longer here because her mother, Sergeant Krista Reagan, got careless. She divorced my brother Michael to marry that John Moses Reagan, that drop shot, no name, off-brand, drag nasty son of a bitch. He killed his best friend when he was 15 years old. He went to fucking prison. He became, what was his prison name? Chaos. He became a slasher. He became a fighter. And the only reason why he became that, because motherfuckers was taking his asshole. Shout out to the chat. And they taking his asshole right now. If he's in general population, son of a bitch, you killed my sister-in-law, you killed my niece, you killed my two nephews, you tried to burn down the whole fucking house, son of a bitch. Fuck you. Those that find this video, like and share the video. I don't care. If you feel it's going to embarrass me, it's not going to embarrass me. It's going to tell the truth. It's going to tell the truth. Now, I got to get up tomorrow and go to work. And I got to get up on Sunday and do a double. I got to get up on Wednesday and go back to work. I might get up on Tuesday morning, 4:30 in the morning, to go to the fucking temp service so I can get extra money. Shout out to the chat. I am Arabia Barbosa. The biggest nightmare on YouTube. And just like I said, when I disappeared off of YouTube, nobody missed me. Nobody looked for me. Some people were waiting for me to come back. They got their wish. Like and share the video. I don't care where you share it to. I don't care. But be truthful and be mindful of what you do. You don't have to care about me. Just listen. I can say it in Spanish. I can say it in Swahili. In Swahili, I would say, Kuja na mimi. That means come with me in Swahili. Ven aquí conmigo. Come here with me. I'm saying it in Spanish. Do I need to say it in English as well? ¿Dónde está mi paraguas? ¿Dónde está mi paraguas? Where is my umbrella? Where is my protection? Where? ¿Dónde está mi padres? ¿Dónde está mi familia? ¿Dónde está mi abuela? I know the people that failed me when I was young. I'm 51 years old now. They have no power over me. There's 3 women on YouTube. I'm using Chinese zodiac terms. The dog, the horse, the rooster. Shout out to the chat. You know who you are. I don't have to tell you who you are. Shout out to you. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Celebrate your Mother's Day. Those of you that love your mothers, celebrate them. Celebrate your mothers. But just remember, and we got a lot of young women out here that got multiple children. They looking for a man to take care of their situation. Nah, you don't need no man to take care of your situation. You invite a man into your house, and that man is not the father of your children. Do you know what's going to happen? Do you know what's going to happen? Let's talk about the Lion Kingdom. Let's talk about the lions. Lions. kingdom. Let's talk about them. Because when a female lion, a lioness, a queen mother, a supreme queen mother gets with the king and has children, multiple children, she has to go out there and hunt. She has to be his helpmate. She has to raise her children. But when the enemy comes in, they come in to kill the children. You know why? Because they don't need the other king children to be in his pride. He's trying to start his own pride. And the only way to do that is to kill the lioness cubs, males and females. They kill them so the mother can what? Go back into heat and produce his children. A lot of you women get it twisted. You think the man you are dating or getting ready to get married to loves you. You got children. You got multiple children. You might have one child from another man. Don't you know that man do not accept that child? Oh, he gonna pretend. But let me tell you something. When you're dating that man or that woman or whoever you're dating, they're gonna show their true selves within 1 week. So you got 7 days to figure out this person. John Moses Reagan, he made sure not only did he kill the lioness in that house, he made sure he killed all her fucking cubs that came from my brother. That's what he did. He saved his child, but he killed Sierra. Sierra was 15 years old when she died. You know what happened when they found her? She was burned beyond recognition. That means that her beautiful black hair was gone. Her lips were gone. Her eyelids were gone. Her skin, her beautiful black skin was gone. When they found her, she was curled up in a fetal position. When they found Sergeant Crystal Reagan, she was almost decapitated. When they found Laquan, he was stabbed over 13 times. When they found Rashid was only 6 years old. He was stabbed over 27 times. Do you know what these men will do to you? They don't want you. Sometimes they want your children, or they want to destroy everything because they can't control you. Sergeant Crystal Reagan wanted to get a divorce from John Moses Reagan, and he found out about it. And he put the signals out. He was going to kill her. Don't you know that dumb son of a bitch got in touch with my 2 sisters I grew up with? And they went to that fucking house. They tried to call Sergeant Crystal Reagan to come down and leave. That's all she had to do was leave. She refused to leave. She died. She died in her own pride and her own ego. She wasn't afraid of him. Not at all. She faced him and he chopped her down like a tree in a forest. Then he went into the other parts of the house and found the rest of them. He killed all of them. That happened in August of 2011. Newport News, Virginia. It was all over the news. Look it up. Shout out to the chat. That's why when I was dating men in my life, in my 40s, I started dating men real close when I was 45, 46. And even then, I hated them. I hated them for some reason, and they knew it. To this day, they keep calling me the terrorist if I come too close or if I speak too loud words. They call 911 and they tell the police, remove this woman. Remove this woman. This woman is a danger to me. This woman is dangerous. I fight men's. I fight women's. And if I lose the battle, forget my ass whoop, I come back the next day. Come back the next day. Come back the next day. I come back. I come back. I repeatedly come back until I win. People try to get rid of me. You think I don't know nothing about Birdman trying to get rid of me? Oh, yeah. He's trying to set me up plenty of times. Not only did he did it, but plenty of other people. Shout out to the chat. There's only one on this YouTube app. Saw all of that. Saw all of it. Every time I shared certain stuff in my video, and she saw those videos, and she's the only one that knows the truth. That knows the fucking truth about Arabia Barbosa. 914 West of the County, New York. I'm out of here. Peace.